Hello again, everyone. It's Vince Forer from TradingWinds.com, and this is our update for August 6th, 2018. Let's take a quick look at today's markets. We did see gains, actually, for all four of the main U.S. equity indices, but it was on much lower than average volume. The Dow today up 39 points, while the S&P 500 traded higher by 10 points. The Nasdaq gained a respectable 47 points, while the Russell gaining back 11 points, still unable to get above that 20-period moving average. The bond market was up slightly as well, closing off its highs, though. The yield on the 10-year note is at 2.945. Crude oil also inched higher, and gold dropped sharply, this due to strength in the U.S. dollar. Let me show you the index here. And the U.S. dollar now inching much, much closer to these highs. This has been a bit of a channel recently for the U.S. dollar, the index. If we can get a breakout here, look out. We could see much, much higher price for the dollar. Now, one chart to keep an eye on is Netflix. Now, ever since they reported earnings back on July 26th, they gapped significantly lower. Let me zoom in here so you can see it. There it is. But on that same day, they recovered 3/4 of that drop. But then, starting the next day, they just continued to drop. Now, recently, we've been retracing here back towards that downward sloping 20. The real question is, will this continue to drop? In other words, will this just run into that 20 and roll back over? Or is this an opportunity in the making here? Is this a long opportunity? Well, looking at the daily chart, looks a little bearish here, but excuse me, if we go to the higher time frames and we look at the weekly chart, now the picture completely changes, and now this just looks like an orderly retracement, not only back to that downward, that upward sloping 20 here, but back to a significant level of support. And a reversal here should get us a move back to these highs of 423 and probably beyond. If we look at the monthly chart, nothing wrong with this. A bit of a pullback, a 1 month pause, and now a continuation of that move. We certainly have momentum behind it to get back to those highs and potentially higher. But let's go back to the daily chart here, clean this up, and take our Fibonacci retracement tool. And if we want to confirm whether or not this is at a level of support here, which will increase the likelihood that this will bounce from here and go higher, we just have to take the recent low and high, right? So let's take our recent, the major lows here, and you can see from low to high, we've come right back into that 61.8 extension and are bouncing. Really, the level you want to watch is from 38.2 to 61.8. I treat that more of a zone than anything. Now, if we widen this out a little and take a bit more of a wider approach, the previous low, you can see we run into that 50% mark and bouncing. And if we take this even wider and take the 52-week low and the 52-week high, you can see we run right into that 38.2. So either way, to me, this is a nice area of support here for Netflix. I think we bounce. Looking at the weekly, we can certainly be on our way back to these highs. Of course, the smart thing to do would be to wait out the week, see how we finish the week if we close at the weekly highs here, and regain a bit more momentum on that 20-period moving average. I think we're off and running back up to 423. But Netflix looking like an opportunity here in the making to go along. That's about it for now. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we will see you on our next update.